Yes, we just love to give you the news. And down.
Hey, 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 moms and dads, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for joining us for the Kidders 23. This is our prime numbers show. Very, very special. We haven't had one of these, I think, since show number 17. Anyhow, we're minus a kidder. We're missing a kidder today, Tim Slagle. If you have seen him anywhere, please contact authorities because we don't know where he is. Do you know where he is, Vicki?
He looks like this, if anyone has seen him.
He looks like a cookie that looks just like one of the kids from South Park. So I just put some gray hair on top of that, and he looks like that. Well, he's not here. How are you, Vicki?
I'm doing fine. Apparently, I am not afraid of shows that have a math background. So
I went to the air show this weekend on the 2 good days on Friday and Saturday. It was really spectacular, very, very cool. And on Saturday, I watched it from. I'm sorry.
It's the worst thing in the city of Chicago.
The air show?
It is. It's terrible. Yes.
Why?
Because I drive on Lakeshore Drive. And all the idiots who come into the city of Chicago and apparently have never seen an airplane before stop right on Lakeshore Drive and stare out their windows.
It's not just an airplane. They're like doing twisties and turnies and the Blue Angels. Wow, you really are communistic. Holy crap. Hey, look who's here. Tim's here.
I know, Tim's here. It was the cookie that drew him in.
Mute yourself, sir. I believe you've been muted. Either that or you have Marcel-Marceau syndrome. No, we have no sound coming from Tim, but we do have Tim. So you kids out there, if you're really, really good lip readers, you can just look at his little picture in the bottom, and well, it was in the bottom a second ago. Apparently,
and Tim's voice will return.
Everybody, I do believe in Tim. I do believe in Tim.
I do.
If you figured it out yet,
Tim? Come on, Tim. You can do it.
See, and the funny thing is he has no idea we're making all these fairy references. So come on, are you with us? We can't hear you.
Tim.
Plug in your microphone. Do something.
All right. Let's do it.
Well, maybe Tim will call us on the phone. While you look at his little tiny picture in the bottom, we can give you what he says over the phone. Because we've got some stories. What was that, Vicki?
I said he's here again. No voice.
No voice. Okay, well, that's what happens. So, anyhow, our first story is from the, North Augusta, South Carolina. A woman was shopping with her kids and her husband apparently was squishing the bread, and I quote that correctly, squishing the bread by putting frozen pizzas on top of the bread, which we all know is a stupid thing to do. Bread goes on top. And so this woman swore at him. Well, another woman heard her swearing, thought she was swearing at the kids, called the police. Because in South Carolina, uttering while in a state of anger in the presence of another any bawdy, lewd, or obscene word or epithets is against the law.
Well, clearly, the person who turned her in has no children. Because even though you love your children, there are days you want them to spend the entire day at the police station. So...
but you should be allowed to swear at your kid. And if you're, and if the woman apparently was really against cussing. If I would have been this woman because they called the police and arrested this woman with riotous conduct or something, I would have just followed the other woman around, not said a word, just given her the finger. All around the store, just give her the finger.
No, I would have given her the kids and said, you watch these kids for a few days and see if you don't have a word or two you want to say.
Once again, this happened in South Carolina, the Buckle on the Bible Belt, the very place where the Civil War started, and still going.
I'd have given her my computer and see if she could make it work.
I think we have a connection. We are connected. There you go. You got the gerbils running in the router, so it's working again?
Apparently.
Any comments on the woman who was arrested in the grocery store?
Nah, go to the next one. I totally forgot it was Monday. I have absolutely nothing. I'm going to be ad-libbing these, so I didn't even hear the story.
Okay.
All right.
Next one. In Florida, where all goofy things happen. In Florida, a grandmother is suing Great Clips for $1,000 because she got a bad haircut. She said that the Great Clips employee, quote, butchered her to the point where it was, I looked it up online, it was a pretty nasty haircut. The manager of Great Clips offered her $60 to buy a wig. And she said, no, it's $95. If I put the wig on, I'll pass out. And so she's now suing for $1,000 from Great Clips. What do you think about that?
I think she probably wants a good wig. I mean, what do you get for $60? You get the Donald Trump.
You get the stuff they swept up from the floor at Great Clips. And this woman, I looked up her picture online, and she said the bad haircut ruined her social life because she can't go out of the house, and she really wasn't a looker to start with. I'll tell you that. I don't think it did that. But Vicki, what do you think on all this from a woman's perspective?
I think she should take the $1,000 and go to the next salon, cut the crap salon, and get a better haircut.
So is that an endorsement for the Cut the Crap salon? Yeah, okay. Well, all right. Here's another one. Here was a woman got arrested, not for swearing this time. This was in Seattle, and a place where I should say, by the way, is the second state to have legal recreational marijuana. This woman apparently wandered onto these people's lawn in an extremely intoxicated state and performed lewd sex acts with the family's lawn furniture.
It's kind of like an episode of Family Circus, isn't it? Look, Mommy, Grandpa's getting a lap dance.
Get that woman off the garden gnome. And what they don't say specifically what kind of furniture. It could be that big reflecting globe, that big giant Christmas ornament on a stick. It could be that. Vicki, would you condone anything like this?
Well, I think if you live in Seattle and you're looking to buy some outdoor furniture, this is not the week to check Craigslist.
Don't buy anything with cushions. All right, we got one more story here. This is about a guy in Florence, Arizona. He's in jail. He's doing 15 years for aggravated assault. And in that time, he has filed 6,000 lawsuits against the jail. Says that he's getting bad food. He said it makes him sick, yet he continues to eat it. But this guy's had all these lawsuits. He's looking for $10 trillion with a T in cash or gold. So he'll go either way on that. What do you think of that guy?
Well, I think he deserves good food. You know how hard it is to get a reservation in the prison cafeteria?
but didn't he ever see Orange is the New Black? What happened when Piper made fun of Red's food? I mean, it gets even nastier than before.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I don't see why the prison doesn't just put that guy to work in the kitchen. Let him get a taste of his own medicine there, or his own food.
Leave it to a woman to come up with the perfect solution. Put him to work in the kitchen where he can, as they say, pee in your own.
How many lawsuits did he file, Dale?
Over almost 6,000 lawsuits. So far, he filed 249 by January 21st of this year alone.
So safe to say he's been doing at least 20 years, huh?
He's doing 15 years for aggravated assault, and then they'll just tack on more time because he's a dick.
Yeah, but how could you? I mean, which means he hasn't even eaten 6,000 meals.
Well,
he's got more lawsuits than he's had meals.
Yeah.
Either that, or he's been in there. Maybe he's been in there for if he's been in there for over 6 years.
Oh, okay.
1,000 meals a year.
I lost a 0.
So yeah, but either way, it's not a fun thing. Anyhow, that's the news we've selected just to enlighten you folks with. Here's my question of the week. They call this the dog days of summer. What exactly does that mean? The dog days of summer.
Well, I always think when summer's over, it stinks.
And you're saying then that dogs stink?
They don't smell good.
Okay, well, we'll hear from the dog lovers.
Dog-scented candles at Yankee Candle Company, do you?
Valid point again. All right. There's no Paco Rabanne wet doggy. No, there's. Vicky, what do you think about the dog days of summer?
Well, you know, the dog days of summer would imply that we have summer. You know, we have not really had any summer this summer. So it's sad to think that the cats are winning. You know, it's just a sad thing. Now, just a little trivia question here. Do you know that dogs are mentioned 17 times in the Bible?
No, I didn't know that. By name?
Just by the fact that they're dogs, but not by name. Not like Lassie's in the Bible. No. Rin Tin Tin. No.
Should have been.
But cats are not mentioned at all.
Well, and valid point, they shouldn't be. I mean, I'm not a cat lover because that charge was reduced. But it's, you know, they don't really do anything. Dogs will at least get your paper.
So what was it? Was it like did Noah, when it started to rain, had to go find the dog because he was hiding under the bed again?
Yeah, I think so. Right. Perfect proof that cats are worthless, I guess.
On that note, I think we're done for this week. The dog days of summer, when I, personally just like to lie around and lick myself. But that's just me. We hopefully will see everybody next Monday. And Monday, Tim, that's 1 week from today. Maybe put that on the iCalendar.
I actually think I'm funnier when I don't prepare.
Well, I'm glad you do. Anyway, I have to now run to the dentist just to make this day a little more painful. And anyhow, Vicky, everybody should go see you at the Late Night Catechism and Bible Bingo every Friday and Saturday at the Royal George Theater in Chicago. How about that? I got all that down right. Tim, you going to be anywhere?
Starting August 26th, I'm going to be at Acme Comedy Company in Minneapolis, 612-338-6393 or www.acmecomedycompany.com. 8 o'clock every night, Tuesday through Saturday, with additional shows on Friday and Saturday at 10:30. And nothing booked at CD and me.
Okay, and I'm just going to be spending time down at the Jewel bringing the carts back to the store, because Thank you for joining us. Join us next time with the Kidders. Oh, the music again. I keep forgetting the music. We're going to have to go with the same music. Bye-bye.